What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your man Chaz Ellis once again answering the questions that you asked me. Make sure you go to the askchazzellisproject.com, get a consultation, a quick question, or for some of y'all who have missed some of those live streams, you can go to the archive section on the askchazzellisproject.com and get access to them. That's for the last one too. It's up now also. So anyway, make sure you also check me out on Ask Chazzellis on Facebook too. I know some of y'all like to see the quotes and stuff like that. Anyway, got a question from a young lady who said, I get advice from my married friend. She's been married for like 15 years, but I think she's giving me bad advice. What should I do? Should I take advice from my married friend? Well, the thing about being married is that it doesn't necessarily mean you know everything just because you're married. And you got to be careful who you take advice from and why you're taking that advice. So what I came up with here just is 3 reasons why you may not want to take advice from your married friends. Number 1 is you don't know the whole story. I don't really talk about my relationship situation at all on my videos. Why is that? Because I don't want you to focus on me and my situation, because if I was to talk about my relationship situation, it might make you go, oh, well, this guy definitely knows what he's talking about. But that doesn't necessarily mean that. Whatever my situation is and how I'm doing in my relationship, that doesn't necessarily mean that if I was telling you things based on that, it doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Okay? That whatever is going on in my relationship, you also can't see the inside of it. I can say I've been with this person this many years and I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm living here and this, that, and the other. But you don't get to see the entire story, and it wouldn't really be fair, and I don't feel it's fair to tell somebody to paint a picture of your story and just kind of say, okay, this makes me know everything. They don't know. They're not seeing the whole story, and you're not seeing the whole story. People tell you all kinds of stuff about their relationships, but you don't realize that even though they've been together a long time, that's one of the biggest things they argue about. They might be sitting over here saying some stuff like, oh, no, I don't ever cook, and we've been together for 20 years. But you don't realize that this person argues with them about cooking all the time. Dude might be like, I don't clean up behind myself at all. That's her job. And they may argue about his clothes all the time. That may be a big source of problems in their relationship. It just hasn't broken them up. They may fight every night. That's not what they're going to show you, though. They're going to show you nothing but happiness and joy. So a lot of times we look at somebody's situation and we only get to see that little small piece from the outside that looks so pretty and so joyous, and we assume that means that they know everything and that their situation is great, when it may not be. It may be downright awful. You don't know the whole story. You don't know their whole situation. Number 2 reason why you may not want to take advice from your married friends is because it simply just may not work for you. And this goes into not knowing the whole story and the whole situation. You might be dealing with somebody going, if he says anything to me, I cuss him out. Okay? He says anything to me, I cuss him out straight up. And if your man talk to you like that, you need to cuss him out too. And you're like, okay, cool, I'm going to do that. Yeah, my man say something to me, I'm going to start cussing him out. You cuss that dude out, he walks out the door and leaves you. And she's like, what happened? You sitting over curled up in the floor, in the middle of the floor somewhere, crying with a blanket over top of you, and some Haagen-Dazs underneath it, watching The Notebook and stuff. You over here living like this. And she's like, what's wrong with you? So what if he left? Why don't you get up? Well, what you may not have known is that this dude that she's with is her second choice. And you was with your first choice. So she's telling you, well, why don't you just replace him? Because it's that easy for her, but it's not that easy for you. Once again, you don't know if what they're doing is going to work for you. You might be with a dude talking about I don't tell my girl when I'm leaving the house. I go out, stay out till 4 o'clock in the morning. I tell my wife, when I want to come in, I say, have dinner ready. I don't tell her when I'm leaving. I don't tell her exactly when I'm coming back. Just have dinner ready. You try that on your woman, and she leaves you. And you're like, dang, what happened? How'd that work for you? And he's like, that's my situation. It just works for me. Once again, you don't know the whole story. You don't know that he makes $10 million a year, his wife doesn't have a job, and they got a prenup. So she ain't going nowhere. You didn't calculate that into the fact that you work at Target making $8 an hour and your wife is a lawyer. So she might bounce. That situation may just not work for you. Because just because it worked for them, it doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Your girlfriend may be telling you, I don't have sex with my dude but once a month. And if he don't like it, he can get on out of here. All right? We're cool, but, if he tries to act like he don't want to deal with this situation, then he can just get on out of here. He never complains. He never cheats on me. You're like, well, dang, I guess if my man's a real man, I don't have to have sex with him. He still won't cheat and he still won't complain. Well, what you didn't know is that her dude has erectile dysfunction. He has to take full Viagra, get a shot, and a massage before he can get an erection. So he's not tripping off the fact that they only having sex once a month. And your dude is in great shape, doing well, and can have sex every day. Your situation's just not the same. So what they're doing isn't going to work for you. Because you didn't know that because you don't know the whole story. Number 3 reason why you may not want to take advice from your friends, your married friends. Story could be a lie. People will tell you all kinds of stuff. People will be like, oh man, I do this to my girl. I do that. Yo man, she say something to me. I just raise my hand like this and she shuts up immediately. And you believe that crap. Then you might one day go over their house after you've been listening to all this crap that they've been telling you. And she's telling him stuff like, he's over here like, hey honey, how are you? Hope you're having a good day. He cooking meals, got an apron on, got 2 babies in each arm over here like this, bouncing them around. He's breastfeeding. Done told you all that mess. And, that's not what they do. And I see women do it too, where they'll sit there and tell their friends, I tell him what to do, when to do, and how to do it. And they be at home like, yes, honey. Yes, dear. Okay. Got your food ready. No, it's not too hot. No, it's 91 degrees. They be living like that. So people tell you stuff, a lot of times it's a lie. Just to make it themselves seem cool and make you want to listen to them. So when you take advice from somebody, you really have to say, is it based on what I want to do and what I want to accomplish? Is what they're telling me based on what I want to accomplish? Does it work for me? Does it work for my situation and my personality? If I'm going to give you advice, and people who've done consultations with me know this, the first thing I say is, what would you like to accomplish? What would you like to accomplish? Not how can you be like me? Anything I'm telling you on a video or something like that isn't going to tell you to be like me. I'm telling you how to do what you said you wanted to do, what you said you wanted to accomplish, and I'm trying to help you do that. So make sure that any advice you're getting is based on what you want to accomplish, your personality, your values, and not just somebody saying, hey, I got it all figured out, be like me. So hopefully I was able to help you out. Some of y'all give me some of your stories of, when you got advice from some of your married friends. Was it good advice? Was it bad advice? Kind of give me a little bit of your information, your background. Once again, it's your man, Chaz Ellis. Make sure you like and subscribe. And go to the ChazEllisProject.com to get that consultation, quick question, or just check out those archives. Peace.